100 days. Alone in the coldest land in Northern Europe. Where there's no AI to save you but yourself. This is not a TV show. This is a real test of the human will. Where every breath, all at the expense of survival instincts. Participants' innate destiny. Each person can only bring 10 items. No camera, no film crew. They film themselves every moment hungry. Cold, desperate, and survive. Every day that goes by, it's a battle with harsh nature. With loneliness and with fear growing in my head. Only one person can win $500,000. But sometimes the real win isn't the money. It's about getting over yourself. Danish version of the program Survive Alone. The Wild 100 Days. Challenge location, located in the isolated wilderness of Notland, Northern Norway. The organization also supports a short-term training. Help candidates have more survival skills. However, what the organization puts first is safety. I keep saying over and over again that the rescue phone, you have to carry it everywhere. A total of 8 people participated in the challenge this time. Each person carried 10 optional items. Let's face 100 days of wilderness survival. I will eventually receive $500,000. The first person to appear was Jasper. He is also the oldest person this season. He's a meditation instructor and shaman. His greatest strength is his will. Extremely strong spirit. At home, he often used spiritual powers to heal others. He's addicted to drinking soda with God home. Not to carry your favorite spirit water. It's what he regrets most about this challenge. He had just come ashore to find a large fallen tree. It's ideal for building a temporary shelter. You will sleep here tonight. After the camp is finished, he saw not far away an old wooden box. But as we got closer, it was rusted and rotting. It is impossible to make a boat, but it can be used as a boiler. After lighting the fire, he went into the forest to find more wood. I took a few steps and found the bear. This area is not safe. He immediately withdrew. Before going into the forest, the program also warned there may be bears and wolves in this area, and have prepared a safety package for each person. The second person to appear was 21-year-old Albert. Just landed, I found a small stream. If there is water, there must be fish. I decided to run near this area. I chose a medium tree. Climb up and bend the tree. And then stretch the rainproof tarpaulin up. Fix 2 sides by wooden pile. So the first day is over. The third person to appear was 21-year-old Emma. You come from a happy family. There are 2 sisters. Her profession is sports reconnaissance. Has the ability to observe with great sensitivity. You're a vegetarian. And has been vegetarian for the past 5 years. However, to participate in this challenge, she learned how to dissect fish from her father. Your goal is clear. You're here for the prize money. And in a quick manner, she shook hands and set up camp. Based on the experience, she felt there was going to be heavy rain. The temporary shelter was quickly built. And as soon as we get inside, the heavy rain has fallen. The fourth player to appear is 30-year-old Midu. I quickly found a small creek. The opening is quite favorable. I have a small family of 3 happy people. Family is what I value most. Let girls love nature more. I often take you for a walk in the woods. I had 3 years of addiction. To rebuild my life, your father took you to live on the coast. Away from the city. I love the silence of nature. It also heals both the body and the spirit. I started building shelters. He tied the rope to the tree into a trigonometric bracket. Then we'll cover it with a rainproof tarp. A new roof has been completed. It's quite spacious inside. You're very tidy. It shows you're a very planned person. Switch to eating magic is undressing. I thought I wanted to take a shower. Who thought you were going to go into the water and spread your net? On the other side, I also have to take off all my clothes. into the water to spread the net, because the image is too hot. So you said we're not shooting this. It's cold. It's not just cold, it's cold in the bones. Day 2. My ghost told me, I dreamt last night that I caught a lot of fish. It was early in the morning that she rushed to the lake to check. When you pull the net up, the net is stuck and doesn't move. If you want to remove it, only, you have to take off your clothes and go into the water. You're so angry that you spit out a guy. Unhealthy words. Let's go for a break and continue. I also eat out to see the results. I pulled up and saw a small eel. At least have breakfast. But for someone who knows how to eat seafood like you, then this survival specialty is really hard to swallow. I tried making an eel soup, but it doesn't taste any better. Even though the goal is cheap, I still try to swallow every spoonful. I don't want to keep catching steel shrimp at the water's edge. He decided to build a wooden raft to get further out. This is probably the fastest raft. He grafted some branches into a round frame. Wrap more waterproof tarpaulin. Is that there's a raft that can go into the water? That's faster than many other seasons. And he went on to make 2 oars out of twigs. It's waterproof and ready to go. You quickly deploy mesh teeth from a homemade raft. So excited, I decided to take a shower. The ghost is still calmly tied up. They each have to fishing nets. But you're not in a hurry. She thought the reason the nets got stuck was because they weren't long enough. So she's going to put more wires to throw the net further away. She tied a wire to a stone and measured the distance. Then attached to a wooden stake. So the net will be released into deeper water. Pretty reasonable thinking on Jasper's part. I was tired early in the morning. There's no favorite drink. Life is missing half a soul. It feels like you're here to get Kai addicted to soda. But age has become his advantage. By living experience, he's very familiar with plants and fungi in nature. Soon he found some wild blueberries. After a simple breakfast, he's going to tie a hook to a stick. Then go to the lake to fish. It's all ready. He waited patiently for the fish to bite. Mizu party after gathering some wood. I went to the lake to check the rope the day before. And it's not a waste. A fat eel got into the net. Go back to where you made the fried eel. The sweet smell. It's so good that you have to eat it too. Your culinary skills are NDTO. After lunch, I want to go to the mountain to see the scenery. Men follow the stream to the top. Standing on high looking at the majestic nature, I remember my family. Memories of the days with my wife. Take the emergency phone. Please withdraw from the game. Just press the button and the boat will come. I'm glad you didn't send it in the end. It was Monday and it was a little early. I even took a picture of my wife and son looking at the ghost. They haven't caught fish yet, but you just got some chicken fat mushrooms. She's eating mushrooms and thinking about food at home. The more I think about it, the better it tastes. After eating, she decided to rebuild the shelter. For more certainty, to be able to stick with the challenge for a long time. The 5th player to appear is Kim. I just set foot on the beach and I was so excited. I can't wait to show my skills here. You're a wildlife enthusiast. I often leave my house to go into the forest, jerking off for a while. In the same way, your survival skills are excellent. With this challenge, I am very confident that I will win the prize. Where you chose to camp near the cliff. But I think there's a lot of fish in this area. The 6th player to appear is 23-year-old Ida. You are the owner of a farm. In your free time, you're riding out into nature. Release. Her father died last year. The pain puts you under a lot of pressure. You joined this program to prove to the late father that I was strong enough to live independently. 7th appearance player Stina, 42 years old. You're a mother of 2. He's also a very controlling person. At home, my husband sees a tremor. No one dared to disobey. She's taking part in this challenge to learn how to relax. Learn to let go and live more gently. She chose a clearing in the forest to set up camp and built an extremely exclusive shelter. After the accommodation, She didn't forget to set up a fishing net. Just wait for the fish to bite. The 8th player is Tobin, 42. I was a lifeguard. He is a skilled carpenter. From the beginning, he chose to build a permanent pillar camp. Rugged material, meticulous engineering. Quality of work 10 out of 10. I joined the program with the goal of winning. I want to prove it to the whole family. You don't just close the table. You have the power to conquer nature. I have 3 daughters. And before leaving, all 3 were full of hope for their father. Back to Kim. He quickly caught his hand in the teeth of the fishing net. But because of the cliffs, it's hard to cast the net properly. So he decided to build a high-altitude fishing tank. Say do it now. I cut down big trees, close to triangular drum legs underwater. And then we put these horizontal wooden slats on the floor. But as we're just getting up there, we're going to pull the net up. As a result, the tree collapsed and he fell into the water. It even scratched your leg. I don't give up though. I insist on building the pedestal again. This time, check everything for sure. After finishing and dropping the net, I went back to the wound. You unpack yourself simply, because infection is the end of the world. Today I raw checked the fish net. I just pulled up and felt something heavy. That's 5 salmon in one pull. Pass all players at the same time. China is also checking the grid. But you're unlucky you didn't catch anything today. Torben continued to improve the camp. As a carpenter, you pursue absolute perfection, to the point of laying out the camp floor in marble. Look at the way you arrange the wood straight like an army parade. I must admit that he is a good carpenter. The bed is also ready. There's also a shortage of food. Time to day 3. Jasper starts the morning with a few minutes of meditation. As a result, 3 fish are sitting in a pot waiting to be cooked. He was about to pick up wood when he stepped on a sharp stone. It's not a strange object. He quickly withdrew and simple first aid. But he's still worried about infection. To last 100 days. In any accident, be careful. He has a very handsome son. Before he took the challenge, he told me, "Is let's see you show. So giving up life is unacceptable. It's sunny today. Eat meth while sunbathing and eating berries." He looked around and suddenly discovered, this camp is amazing. I decided to build a new camp here. First is tight, the middle of the road to use as a crossbar. First he tied the rope to the trunk. One end fixed to the pile. And sawing a little bit on the tree's trunk so it's easy to fall off. Finally pulled down the tree with a rope. The next step is to collect as much wood as possible. For wanting to build a permanent camp, the material must also be adequate. Jasper also began to build a more stable shelter. He put 2 fixed piles on the ground. And then plant the stems back into walls. You just need to put moss in the gap to protect against the cold. But at the age of 49, you just cut a few. Had to face the sun. Kim's side hadn't caught any fish for 3 days. Even though I made a small raft, it didn't work. Today I've decided to change direction to the mountains of exploration. Not long after, I found an area full of wild fruits. What is blueberries, raspberries, south blueberries? There's also a fallen tree right on top of the big rock. Ideal for a new camp. I decide after eating 5 fish last time. Your luck is over. I didn't see anything in the net 2 days ago. There's no other way now. You have to eat wild fruits to catch the breath. Stina's party has been 3 days, nothing in the belly. You start to doubt. Don't know, should I join this challenge or not? Fishing is a fatal weakness. But now there's no other way to get food. I was worried about the way you threw the line. Finally lay the stone. Fish or not, the night falls. Jasper's practicing Qigong in the camp. Suddenly I saw a moose. Passing right in front of you. You're excited. Believe that, it's the result of my spiritual energy. Wednesday. Eat a delicious breakfast with grilled fish. Meanwhile, the ghost is sad because there is nothing to eat. Sina also said that. She said if the net still had no fish today, The time to withdraw from the challenge will come very quickly. Ida's sitting by the lake eating berries. You haven't slept in days. I wake up every night bitten by ants. There are no fish and they can't sleep. Make you realize, this challenge is not as beautiful as imagined. She misses handsome boyfriend at home. The people often go to the sea to catch fish. You're very talented at catching fish. One meal at a time. But I don't understand why I'm here. The ghost had to cook a pot of pine leaf bread to cook. I haven't eaten any meat since I got here. I only know how to drink water. You are the only one who carries, under headphones and music players. When the melody goes, all fatigue melts away. Listening to afternoon music in the forest. Time to Thursday. Ida just woke up in tears. Ants crawling everywhere in the camp are too tired. It's impossible to rest. I was bitten by ants in some places. She pulled out her sleeping bag and slept by the lake. I couldn't catch fish for days. After resting for a while, she decided to pull out all the hooks that the program, rah-rah, tied to the rope and played socks once always. Stina can't stand it anymore. No meat for 5 days. Living only by the berries. Now you've reached your limit. She decided to check again. If there is nothing, there is only an early exit. Shivering to the shore of the lake. On Thursday, the miracle happened. She caught a salmon. A small one, a little bigger one. God finally didn't abandon you. Time to grill the fish. The first piece of fish that goes into your mouth, all 7 hopes immediately disappeared. You've never eaten such a delicious piece of fish. After days on elephants and dogs, you tell yourself, going home will be better for your family. Jasper's side is about to complete the shelter. Now he's figuring out where to put the fireplace and the doors. For reasonable. Suddenly the moose appeared again last night. It's playing around in the lake. Just hang around in front of me like this. You start thinking about it. Implement the deer hunting plan. Ida was so hungry that she tried the roots. Find an unknown root. She brought it back to the cellar. I can't chew for half an hour. Take a few sips of water and breathe. I hope you can't put it in this. She's setting up a 3-foot bracket and dropping a second net into the water. When a hungry person thinks, let's do it now. Not missing a path. The Midu side lives as if on vacation. Ever since I got to the island, I've been following the wind. When hungry, eat berries and walk the mountains. Sitting by the lake watching. It's like you're here to experience life. On the other side, it's a beautiful day. After days of effort, finally got a big salmon. Awesome. This feeling is worth it. I believe I've chosen the right place. Jasper's side is even better today. He caught the biggest terrorist fish. From the beginning of the season until now, keep in the habit of meditating every day. And it wasn't in vain today. This one must have eaten for 3 days. Day 6. It's a torrential rain that hits a deserted Norwegian island. Tobin's camp is flooded. The outside is full of water. He hurriedly dug the drain to guide the flow out of the camp. The camp of Amphit was also leaking. Even wet the whole thing. You've accelerated the construction of a new camp. Even though it's pouring rain, it won't pass because, as you say, this is my fighting spirit. You grew up in a big family. Get used to being independent and independent. In all circumstances, what I'm most proud of is the scout uniform. Birth. It's full of badges. And we're marking the training process everywhere. Ability to survive in the wild. Everyone learns from there. Kim's tent is no better here. The water is everywhere. Even the hillside next to the camp became a storm drain. He took off his rain cover and left his tent for the mountain. Day 7. Sina, who is almost nothing to eat. Begin to contemplate life. You miss your family. And caught, he regretted leaving them to take part in this challenge. Ida was too hungry to pick mushrooms. Just walk and cry. Think of the difficult life you're going through. The tears flowed uncontrollably. You're angry with yourself. Because I feel like I've been overindulged. That's when the program's boat arrived. Sina was the first to retreat. The program asked if you want to go home today. Do you have anything to worry about? She said she really missed her family and went home. On the 8th day, the ghost excitedly went fishing with a stick. Tie a fishing line to a wooden stick. Go to the lake to show your skills. But the rope is not tight and just swung clean. You're both sorry and upset about this stupid act. Working alone all day. Right next door, Ida was once again sobbing on the lens. Unfortunately, you lost the saw. I can't see the whole camp. The more I think, the more sad it is to be alone. It's really not easy. You want to be a strong woman. But everything didn't go as planned. And so she called the showboat to pick her up. On Tuesday, 2 people left the game. But while some people give up, some are also breaking through. Today's meal is full of hands. He deserves to be called the king of fishing. This season the running. It's no longer about tying the canvas to the rope. AI also invests very seriously in their own housing. Jasper's run is almost over. Emma is almost finished with her tent. It's time to make a bed. Although there are some problems, the progress is still guaranteed. Finally put some more pine branches on, so I can sleep well tonight. Time to day 9. The heavy rain has been falling relentlessly since yesterday. Mood. It's also become annoying. No one likes rain except trees. There's also photosynthesis to live by. This type of weather, making the challenge more and more severe. Even the lake's rising very high. I caught 3 more salmon today. At first, I thought you were just coming. Now he's the king of fishing. Kim chose the right location. You just need to stack a few logs and build a shelter. The only thing missing is the wind and rain. But at that moment, the heavy rain fell. This time, it was accompanied by hail. The temperature is plummeting without breaking. Midhu has also harvested its first batch of fish since coming to the island. But as soon as I finished eating, I started to miss home. You're a fitness coach. I'd love to take my students out into nature to practice. Both exercise health and harmony with the earth and sky plants. You said you don't like to be alone. From the first day on the island, I've never really been comfortable with this competition. Before I arrived, I made a detailed plan. First week looking for food. Second week to collect wood. The third week will build a boat. Although the plan was written by the 5th week. I just want to get home as soon as possible. There are 6 players on the island. The heavy rain finally stopped. I'm going to make a door for the camp. If you say that, you will feel safer. I caught 3 fish today. She put the fish in her bag to eat tomorrow. She poured water into the bag and pressed the bag into the stream with stones. I hope the fish will be alive tomorrow. The idea seems smart, but it's also what you regret the most. The next morning, the stream flowed violently yesterday. I don't know if the fish are there or not. Wait for the water to check. Take advantage of the beautiful weather. Continue to complete the camp. I look at you every little bit. In the future, you can be a good carpenter. The space is small. Living alone is comfortable. To celebrate his arrival at the new camp, he decided to take a shower. Then raise your glass for a few sips of hot water. Time to day 12. I woke up early to see the fish in the water. Fortunately, the fish were not caught. Don't worry about hunger today. Jasper is a real sawman. After the morning ritual, you will find the treasure today. He went deep into the forest to explore. I found a big piece of iron. He believed he could use it to build an anchor. For protein, you're ready to do anything. Take off all your clothes and step into the cold water. This time he threw his net in the middle of the lake. He turned to Tobin and said it was his daughter's birthday. I've made a wooden doll in particular. I will give it to my daughter when I get home. Think of happy days at home with your wife. Life has more hope. Midhu also caught a fish today. Even if there was food. But I'm still hesitant to continue the challenge. Or not. Go or stay in your head. In the end, let God decide. Take a twig and count the leaves even at odd. The last one is odd. If God wants you to leave, you will. Definitely no melons. When asked why Sao withdrew, I just explained how lonely it was. The challenge to day 13. It's raining in the morning, and the water level is rising. The fallen tree at Jasper's first camp was now flooded after a lament. He decided to go into the forest and find some wild vegetables to supplement nutrition for more evenly. Turn to Kim. Since the last big fish we caught, I haven't harvested for days. Your run is in the middle of the mountain. For lack of food, I run up and down 3 times a day. The advantage is not afraid of flooding. Like the point is to walk to tired. I remember living for 33 days in Greenland. Catching an Arctic fox is the greatest reward. Because the water's rising too fast. The floating bridge that you planned was washed away. Now there's only one way to get the raft out into the deep water to lay the net. All day, pull the net. As a result, nothing is harvested, nothing is wasted. Back to the king of fishing. I came to collect the net as usual. Lucky to harvest 7 salmon today. Short in the grid. No effort required. Food problems seem to be solved. Now I'm worried not about how to eat, but how to store it. He buried the leftovers under the moss. I can keep the fish fresh for a long time. The current feeling is that survival is too easy. The road is long ahead. Every day just worry about making Sao better processing. The worst is the ghost. She's sitting on the rock crying and wailing. It's been a few days. Body discomfort, you don't know if you can survive. She lamented why bad luck kept following her. 14th day. I'm thinking about how to cook fish today. Yesterday buried the fish under the moss. So now grilled fish tastes a little sour. I decided to throw all this fish away, while others are struggling with hunger. It's very generous to throw away 6 fish. The ghost is dancing here. You because of constipation. They begin to give up. Even if you try to cheer yourself up. But when someone wants to give up, the thought goes on. Growing in the head. Back at camp, she took all her food out to comfort herself. There's wild fish and wild vegetables. I hope the spirit gets better. Over here, Jasper's little camp is officially completed today. To celebrate this special day, he even hung on a moose skull. 15th day. The show's boat is fast approaching. The ghost finally decided to retreat. A girl who can last 15 days is also very strong. At least they outperformed those who gave up on Wednesday. Thursday was just a bit of a regret for having exceeded my expectations. There are only 4 people left on the field. A heavy rain all night makes the water level rise again. And Fet's small camp was flooded everywhere. Now we need to dig a drainage ditch to get the water out. Maybe because yesterday, waste of food. So there's nothing in the net today. Jasper measured here. We're seeing water levels rise by 40 centimeters today. Look at the distance between the tent and the water. He was worried about moving again. If it's like this, I feel like I have to wear a life jacket to bed. Tobin's camp is too close to your shore. I'm also worried that if the water keeps rising, it'll flood the entire camp. Now in the camp, water is flowing everywhere. Due to heavy rain, cannot go to the lake to collect the net. On Kim's side, I'm going to try fishing. Fortunately, I caught a pretty big one very quickly. I was awakened by the waves. Everyone in the camp is imagining. Let's see tomorrow. The challenge to day 16. There are 4 players on the island. After another night of heavy rain, the lake rose significantly. Jasper's newly completed camp. Now the water's up to the ankle. You're forced to leave. Think back to the feng shui land you chose. I can only laugh now. Bring your belongings and build a new camp. This time it's simple. As long as you're the oldest contestant of the season. 49 years old. Your psyche is still strong. Not in a hurry. Relaxed cooking is the advantage of age. Tobin's side is just as miserable. The camp was also rumbling because it was too close to the lake. I decided to build a new camp. He said making the new camp was obviously better than Jasper's. Not called a carpenter. I'm hungry and tired and I'm starting to worry. The sun doesn't know if it can stand. The most stable person is Kim. For camp, yours is in the middle of the mountain. Completely avoid flooding. But the grid is now flooded. I'm going to find some wild fruit today. The boat is afraid of being swept away by water. This morning ran out to check that the boat is still. But an oar was swept away, unfortunately. That boat is my passion. There's only one way to do a new one. Time to day 17. Jasper finished the boat ritual early in the morning. Go out and see if the water is there. Retreated, not standing in the middle of the tent flooded with emotion surging. But life is still. You have to go check the grid. Harvested to fish. Don't worry about being hungry today. After lunch he remembered the moose the day before. You feel like a child of nature. So animals are close. So now the show's boat shows up again. Tobin was the next to give up when asked why. You said you lost your fishing net. I really can't stand it. So I chose to retreat, while still saving some face. But to be honest, my conscience still stings. You said the net loss was the main reason. It doesn't make any sense to continue. This challenge is much harder than you think. Here we go, check the grid. After you leave the fish, your luck will follow you. Remember the days when the nets were full of fish. How brilliant it is. Now there are only 2 small fish. Kim's side is fortunate to have arrived. I harvested quite well today. On the 19th day, there were only 3 players left. It's sunny today. The water level is back to normal. 3 days after the flood, Jasper returned to his camp. There are still traces of water around. He decided to move back in. Today he made a vow. You're going to hunt that moose. My mouth says I love nature. But in survival, there's only eating or being eaten. The security guard caught a big fish today. Big fish makes you feel very excited. I decided to take a shower to celebrate. Only Kim is preparing for the coming cold. I started hoarding wood in large numbers to seal the cracks in the camp. At home I have 2 sons who are still young. Pressure to earn money, rice clothes very large. So I said I'll definitely try my best. Very quickly came the 24th BA players had enough food. Now it's a battle to see who can be more lonely. Jasper said his hair looked bad now. It looks really wild. He gently caught 2 large salmon. Now you're kind of going to the supermarket to get food. In the camp upstairs, hanging 2 large smoked fish. So bored, he pulled out his homemade bow. Show some survival skills. Prepare to make the door for the camp. I don't understand how to live without a door. Now to kill time to make a real door. Kim also boasted that he caught for big fish today. I'm still stocking up for the winter. There's blueberries in this bag. I know that winter is near. The gaps in the camp were also closed. On the 27th day, the little raft was frozen. I picked up the ice and found it was not sweet. I went and pulled up the net, and the fish were full. You use a small raft to go out into the depths and put a net. Kim used to throw the net from a distance. Jasper is simpler. There are also fish swimming in the net right at the camp door. He showed off his muscular body. I've been in the challenge for so long. He felt his 6 time zones converging into one. Day 28. Jasper sat in front of the breakfast camp. Large pieces of fresh fish. There's lunch hanging by the door. By noon, the show's motorboat. Back to the island. Jasper asked if he wanted to go home now. The reason is health. The decision to give up was decisive. You think your body is too strong. You're the next to give up. Kim is also missing her family. I think the tears that come out are always bad. Just eat shit. Young people are the most stable. Being single without pressure. If you want to live, live. The challenge of entering the final stage. Kim prepares to reinforce more shelters. To deal with the coming cold. I've amassed a pile of blueberries. even though they're getting smaller and smaller. If you catch fish, you can smoke it. The 34th day of the challenge. Insulation outside Kim's camp. It's done. Because your family gave it their all. There's nothing to worry about when you eat. If you want to eat, play a 45-year-old. A 21-year-old. A married man with 2 children, a single man. 40th day. And began to put sewing into the cracks in the camp. Hand-picked some more wild fruit. On the 47th day, a strong wind swept across the island. Alfred's camp is directly in the wind. Kim's camp is halfway up the mountain, leaning against the cliff. Completely unaffected. It's the 58th day of the morning. Look at yourself. He sighed because his body was now covered in bone. Check the grid like every day. The net caught a fish. Then go back and put the net. It's all over again and again. Kim's sitting in the camp eating a bunch of pre-written stuff. The show's boat is now approaching the island. It was the security that pressed the stop the game button. You said you had no motivation to stay. 58 days is a remarkable achievement. Day 59. Kim didn't even know he had one. You're being examined. At that moment, his wife and children appeared from behind. A moment of emotion. I can't believe I won. Student program. This is not just a tough game. It's a mirror that really reflects people. When we're stripped of all our social fabric. No social networks. No comfort, no eye recognition from others. It's just you, nature, and time. Lonely, the biggest enemy can't see. We're one shadow people. Loneliness is not the absence of others. It's about having too much presence of yourself. Players don't just fight Zed and starve, but also have to face. The family's nostalgia cannot be quenched. The feeling of being forgotten no longer belongs anywhere. The rise of painful memories that were once buried. Many people give up not because of physical exhaustion. It's because the spirit can't take it anymore. Will comes not from strength, but from purpose. A strange thing. Not the strongest or the smartest. Again at last. It's the one with the most obvious reason to keep going. Jasper, the 49-year-old man, doesn't carry the best survival skills, but with a deep ideal of connection. With nature. You don't beat nature, but live in harmony with it. And that makes you stronger. More young people. In survival, people have for sow to live. How can we overcome everything? BA. Nature does not challenge you. It only forces you to be honest. No luck in the forest. Every mistake, no matter how small, has consequences. Slow to build a hypothermia shelter. Lack of clean water, diarrhea, exhaustion. Unwise thinking. You endanger yourself. In that environment, the ego is stripped bare. Any false appearance or false hope will collapse. The rest are really weak people. Raw but also full of energy. 4. It's not a trend, it's a survival thing. 10 items chosen not only show skills. It's about how people deal with life. People choose fishing nets because they want long-term investments. People choose traps because they like to solve them quickly. People carry books not to read but to keep their spirits up. From item selection to action VI. We see each person's personality and philosophy. Limiting yourself is also a strength. Many people think giving up is 7 defeats. But in the context of survival, know when to retreat to stay healthy. It was a brave decision. Say I've had enough. It's the act of someone who knows the limits. It's really mine. It's not the one that lasts the longest. He is also the strongest. It's someone who dares to listen to himself. In conclusion, this is not just survival. This is the awakening. 100 Days Challenge alone, forcing people out of the comfort illusion and back to the basics. A restful sleep, a hot meal, a place to escape the cold wind, a reason to keep living even if no one sees it. This program doesn't just show nature, how harsh it is. It also shows how strong can people be when they're truly alive.